So I'm curious, like, if you guys are handling, if you're aggregating like between dexes and sexes, how do you handle volatility? Like, if there's different prices in all these different platforms, and how do you get your user the best price? Like, is it like I'm assuming some kind of average of all the prices? Um, and if especially the tokens are liquid, like, how do give the user the best price?
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, but especially right now when the market is so unsteady and you don't know what's going to happen, I think it's really important for the user to understand. So we have two modes, like we have a fixed mode when, for example, you would like to exchange ABC and you will receive ABC, and no matter what is happening, if even Bitcoin will collapse from 90K to 16K, you're going to receive this amount, and it's the final amount that we show via API or that we show on our website. And we also have a floating rate. It's like a market rate where we have some slippage, and according to the slippage, we will provide this amount. So we have a routing engine that doesn't just change the best quote, because it's like, yes, we can have a best quote for some amount, like for 1 Bitcoin, but we have a lot of users who change 10 Bitcoins, 100 XMRs, and so on. So we don't just chase the best quote. We evaluate liquidity, uh, we evaluate fees amounts, we evaluate volatility conditions, historical provider performance, network cost, and a lot of these metrics to provide the slippage for floating rate. And it's all automatic. That's why swaps is super fast based on my experience and based on our partners' experience, of course. And we have a fixed rate. So if the market is unsteady, I usually recommend to use fixed rate, because I had a case when the market collapsed, like from, I think it was in October, right? When the market collapsed and you're like, oh, from 120K to 19K. And of course, during this kind of market, I would recommend to use on any exchange or swap provider a fixed rate. But if this market is steady, you know what is happening. The best case scenario for any exchanges is to choose floating rate.
So can people place limit orders on LetsExchange?
Not yet, not yet, but I'm pushing for this feature. You can choose only, for example, because you need to deposit the funds. So we have a feature when you go through our API on our website. You have like 25 or 30 minutes timeline when you need to deposit the funds. Because if it's more than 30 minutes, you know what happened. For example, a TX collapse, right? So that's why we don't have yet um, this option, but I'm really pushing to have it. So hopefully, maybe this year we are going to launch it, like limit orders.
Okay, so you said people have to deposit their crypto on the exchange first before they can trade. So but I thought you don't take custody of funds. Am I mixing something up? Um,
Uh, Yep. Yep. And I think I understand the question. So, yep. First of all, if you do a swap on our website, you deposit funds to us, which up via email, and after that we proceed with the swap. So technically, we are not custodial, but before to understand, if we can proceed with the swap, we provide the deposit address where you deposit the funds, and we proceed with the swap feature. And it's the same via our wallet provide via our API.
okay, so before you provide the deposit address, you run your AML check. And then if it passes, then you give them the deposit address?
No, no, no. We will give the deposit address, and after the funds are deposited, we do a mail check. You couldn't do it beforehand.
Okay.
And if a mail check, when we already have this on our deposit, we can do a refund for the same, for example, wallet address where from which one we receive
But
funds.
how do you do a refund if you don't have custody of it?
It's a good question. So we receive it on unique wallet addresses, and we do. Oh, yeah, but it's a tricky one, Kenton. Let me double check with our technical team, because I thought that it's also in a non-custodial way how we do it.
Okay. Um,
Mhm.
um, I'm just trying to think what else. So you mentioned okay, so you keep mentioning Bitcoin and Monero. So, like, you don't just do EVM tokens, you do UTXOs. How many I guess, how many tokens do you support in total?
Right now we support more than 5,000, almost 6,000 assets. We support over 300 plus networks. And one of the things that I'm super proud of our team, we support all privacy assets like XMR, zkKash, PIVX, Zana, Dash. So you can swap anything to anything with us. So yep. It's not only AVM. I think our main unique value proposition is that we support cross-chain swaps. So when you go to us, you shouldn't care like, can I swap this to this? You can swap it.